Alright guys, this is my start on the mounting the LED turn signal onto my mirror. Now what I've done is, I'll get the old one out, or a new one out, one I haven't done anything to yet, and show you what I've done so far. Now I've taken this off. I don't need the nut and the washer. This stud is about that long, and I cut it down to this. The reason being, I don't need all that stud. I'm going to pop a hole in here. I've kind of laid out what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the lens sit kind of like, I'm going to have it sit right on top, just like I did the other one. It's going to sit on top, and I'm going to use, I'm using this as my alignment marker. There's a little like a I think it's just the plastic recycling emblem. It kind of looks like, maybe. But anyways, I'm going to use that as my marker, and straight off of it, about midway, I'm using that as my guide. And I've taken it from, I'm using the square here, and I divide it in half. And I'll show you how bright these are in a minute here. In fact, real quick here, bear with me. Let me power this back up again. I'll show you how bright these things are. Just amazing. Let me get me some connections here. And let's see here. Alright, let me turn this on real quick. Make sure I'm not shorting out anywhere. Anyways, this is how bright them are. These things are nuts. And they'll go like that, you know, obviously, but that's how bright this thing is. It's pretty intense LED, which I thought was kind of cool. So anyways, I'm going to use that as my guide for what I'm going to plant these. That way I get them all the same. They're both the same. I came off of this about 1.5 inches, I think it is. In fact, I'm sure of that. I'm coming off of it about 1.25 inches. I'm sorry, 1.25 inches. So came off this about 1.25 inches, and just popping a hole in here, it allows me to sit this down. I'm going to use some black silicone to hold it in place. I got to feed the wire through there, and I'm hoping to bring the wires out here. That's where I'm hoping. There's a hole there, and if not, I'll make sure I got a route there somehow. You know, force my way in there or somehow to come out this way. If I have to even make this a little bit larger, I don't care. But I'm going to use my Dremel tool, and going to use a I don't know if I can find the damn thing. I need a little wrench. It's just basically like a little auger tip. Is what I'm going to use to pop the hole in there. I don't want to use a drill, because this allows me to, here we go, kind of something like this right here. That's what I'm going to use to pop the I don't have to change the damn collet here. Let me see something here, guys. Maybe I can use something else. You know what? I'm going to use this instead. That way I don't have to change the collet, I mean. And I'm just going to use this to basically pop the hole in here. Yep, on my Yamaha. It actually was foam filled. It was foam filled, and I had to kind of drill out the foam to allow it to allow the stud to fall down in there. You know what else I need to do here? It's like a reamer. That's what I need. I need a damn reamer tool here. A reamer bit. Let's see. Ill prepared there, that's for sure. Alright, I'll get back with you guys here in a second. Sorry about that. Second part of the video. What I've done is I've taken the reamer tool, spit it out here, Bob, and I've reamed this out a little bit. It is hollow throughout here, so the glass is right there. So I should theoretically be able to feed this wire, I'm hoping, down through here and back out that hole. That's what I'm hoping for, and I think that's what's going to happen. And that'll get me my wire feed. This is going to be a little bit of a try. That's for damn sure. How the hell am I going to do that? Aha. Oh man, I couldn't have shot that. You guys seen that? I couldn't have done that if I wanted to. I couldn't do that a second time. So you know what I'm going to do? Make it so it don't come back out. This way. And damn easy. And I'm going to send this in here. Wrap this around here like this. Okay. Maybe even a few times. And this will go back in here like that. And I got the wires out in. I mean, I'm telling you, I should have bought a lottery ticket. That's what I should go do. But anyways, bring this through here like that. I can get the little boot to come through there too. I might need a little persuasion tool. That would be in the form of a pair of needle nose. Just like that. Okay. And then all I do is press this in there. Use the pressure of it to my advantage here a little bit. This is where it's going to suck because it ain't enough. I can use it to turn it. Alright, nope. Alright, I gotta take that back out. And I get to do this twice. Alright, well, Murphy's Law there. Maybe not. Might be able to do it around it. In fact, I think I'm going to try. But I'm going to use a different bit here. Something to this nature. Because all I got to do is ream it just enough to get me through. like how I got all the bits in the wrong collet here. That drives me nuts. Everything's for the small collet. Amazing. Alright, if I just take real good careful about not hitting that damn wiring, I think I'll be alright. I think I might be alright. See how she fits now. Actually, she's pretty snug, and that might not be a bad thing. You know what? No, I'm not going to force it like that. Hit the high spot. There, she's rubbing a little bit, I think, fighting me. Okay, yeah, she's on there. She's on there flush, as it will be. It will go. Just send a little bit of wire back down here. Yeah. All right, so she's sitting a little high, even with that done. But that's okay. I'll leave enough stud on the other one too to do the same thing. I might even, you know, maybe Gorilla Glue it in place or something. It's sitting a little bit high between here, like that. It's gonna, remember, there's gonna be black silicone applied around the edge, so I'm not too worried about that at all. I'm right on the money between this emblem here and the halfway point here. Right on the money. Everything, I got the hole in the right spot. But that's how it's going to sit, just like this. And then, as you see it, when you see it going down the road, okay, you're going to see this turn signal on the bike like that, and that's what it'll look like. That's going to be pretty cool. So that's the initial install. Was able to feed the wire through there like I needed. That worked out like freaking magic. But that's what she's going to look like. I think what I might do is pull this back a little bit and flatten this some. I can flatten this out a little bit. Actually, what I can do with that is get the small collet on there. Now I can take and even just take a sanding wheel, give me a flat surface to and that's going to take a different size collet. Well, I'll tell you what, you know, there's times like, you know what, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use one of these dudes. Come on, let go of the damn thing. Jesus. Okay. And what I'll do is just show you kind of an example here. You know, just taking, I'm going to knock the high spots down where this thing is going to rest. Actually, it works out pretty good. Like clean some of this extra plastic off. And I'll knock the high spots down to make it kind of flat. Flatten the surface down a little bit. So, see, when she sits down, you know, like that, it'll sit, you know, it's got a little bit flatter surface. See, there's a high spot here. See? And what I'll do, I'll just kind of work with that. Give it a better surface to sit down at, you know, so it's not rocking. I'll know where it's rocking at. And keep working with it. I mean, you can buy mirrors with turn signals in them. They're expensive, you know, a couple $100. I haven't seen anything any cheaper. Yeah, see, it's not rocking as bad now. That's actually working pretty damn good. Keep working with it a little bit. All baby steps on it. That's the beauty of doing your own modifications. You can kind of do them the way you want, you know, and make it look like you want. Yeah, I like it. I'm liking that. It's sitting better. So that's pretty much how I'm going to do it, guys. That was the first one. The other one, I won't do a video on the second one because it'll turn out the same way. But I'll do a video later on of the completed project with them mounted on the damn bike. But that's how they're going to look. And I'll figure out how to clamp them down. I'm going to glue them. I think I'm going to use Gorilla Glue. Just glue them right down in place. And then I'll do the caulk, you know, the black silicone. That'll seal them up sweet. And there's my wiring. The wiring basically will go just like that, you know, right around it like that, and then I'll send it home to the turn signal wiring. So that's it. That's how it's going to look, guys. Basically like that on the bike. It's going to be pretty sharp. That's cool. I like it. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's my modification, turn signal, mirrored turn signal modification on my Silverwing. All right. Well, it glued up. Remember, I glued it up with, you know, Gorilla Glue. Glued it in place. You know, I got the hole in there, the stud of the thread portion of it, which was this portion right here. I shortened it, stuck it in there, got the wiring through. Glued this in place once I got the location and all that stuff. Let it set overnight and do its thing. So what I've done now basically is, in fact, I'm going to set this up in my vise in a second here, but anyways, I've put this, I use this black silicone adhesive, it's called, by Permatex, adhesive sealant, and it's the same stuff I used on my Yamaha, but it's a caulk and a sealant at the same, and a glue at the same time. And I just finished the edge, you know, finished it underneath, and kind of, that's what it looks like a little bit there, without any kind of cleaning up. It takes, you know, a few hours to set up, but that's pretty much it. Sit on the bike like that, and I'm going to put this in a vise real quick. Let me set this right here for a second. Use the Dremel tool. And I'm going to power it up too. That's not a good mixture. Alright. Kind of give you an idea. Sorry, had to watch what I was doing there, but anyways, kind of give you an idea. This is what it would look like. You know, as obviously it's going to be a turn signal, but that's kind of the look I'm going for. And as you can see, it's pretty damn bright. So, you know, I mean, it's it'd be, you know, turn signal. Hang on a second, folks. See what the hell I'm doing here. But that's kind of the look I'm looking for, and that's what it would be. So that's my bike mirror, and I've got to do the other one, do the exact other one just like this. And I'm happy with it. I think it turned out pretty good, actually. I know it kind of looks like it sticks out a little bit, you know, past the mirror a little there, but I don't care about that, actually. I don't think. It's kind of one of those things that I put a little bit more silicone there, I can see. Kind of refine this a little bit, but anyways, that's the project, and that's my mirror. And yeah, I'll show them on the bike later on when I put them on the bike to and do the wiring and all that stuff. But you know, again, the wiring will tuck up behind here and tie wrap that to that, and then I'll just take it from there. So turned out pretty dang good. I'm happy with it. So that's the turn signal mirror project. And again, one of the mirrors, and it's minus 9 degrees outside. It's really freaking ridiculously cold out there. The sun is shining, but that's very deceiving. And it's 65 degrees in my shop, so my heater does wonders. I'll tell you, it's amazing how well that works. But anyhow, that's what you always hear in the background is my damn heater in the wintertime. But anywhoots, that's the project for the mirrors. Hope you enjoy looking at it. Thanks. That's it for now.